Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to almost wrapping up the week number 4 on our 5 weeks that we're kicking off the new year with. I want to thank everyone just for kicking butt and all the progress you guys have made and staying with it, because the biggest winners, besides the winners that will win at the end, are you guys just for tuning in. I know I'm really focused and excited about what I've been doing and just the reminder. So I just want to thank you guys, because community is, again, one of the most important things. So I'm looking forward to the progress on this Sunday as we round out week number 4 and head into our last and final week, and just really realizing that a lot of these things have just become easier for us to focus on, as we've really just got in the habit of starting out this year right and making progress on our health, but really just basically metabolizing every solid core fundamental of our healthy lifestyle and being healthy to the core. So this week's healthy video topic is just recapping some things we covered on Monday's Health Huddle that we did at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time p.m. is just the topic of healthy mind and just some different thoughts on this. So just watching this video alone is just the thought of expanding your healthy mind, and you're doing great on this. And I'm really excited to hear what some things are that you guys learned from this week, because when you guys start your health journey or just think about getting in better shape and getting healthier, you probably didn't think of healthy sleep. You probably didn't think of healthy mind. But these are, as we get further along, these are all just starting to become more and more the reason for the pillar of health that we're, creating in our lives. That's really what's making our whole lives, incredibly healthy and making it easier just to live that lifestyle, because we're building habits that are easy to live a life around, revolving around optimal health. So I'm going to go over a little bit of stuff today, again, from Healthy Mind. Most of this and all of this is really from the Habits of Health all over the place. Again, just reading the Habits of Health in itself is healthy mind filling, because you're focusing on learning about how to live life and focusing on life at an optimal level. So I wanted to bring up, again, just Dr. Ray's wellness assessment. There are 3 actual categories that you can fill these out on, and I'll provide the link above that you can actually fill this out on. And I highly recommend doing it, and not only just doing it once, but checking back so you can check the progress that you made. Maybe talking about it with your health coach this week, reaching out to them, letting them know what your score is. But just to kind of warm us up on this topic, just realizing that healthy mind, not only being a category that you probably didn't even think was going to be a part of your health journey, breaking it down into even different quadrants or sections of your where the healthy mind can be. How are you doing on a scale of 1 to 10 on your relationships? Attitude at work, meaning and purpose in your life, spiritual time, community service, hobbies and fun, and different things, and so on and so forth. You can really add up a lot and have them be in each category. But as a whole, how are each of these categories doing? Are you at a 1 or a 2, or 4 or 5, or maybe an 8 or a 9? Are some of them lower than others, some of them higher than others? What would you like to focus on, and what is meaningful to you in those subjects that you want to increase? Maybe try that out this week. Follow the link and fill out the entire health assessment and go over it with your health coach. Again, this is all healthy mind, because you're looking at your health at a bigger level. And healthy mind, just like healthy sleep, is, again, kind of like glue components to your overall health journey, because it makes the rest of the areas of your health journey so much more easier, mindless, exciting, and just breakthrough. And I would probably argue on some levels and just really make a good case that healthy mind is maybe one of the most important pieces of your health journey out of any other one. Because if you're not healthy up here, and it's funny how they all kind of affect each other, it's really hard to be healthy down here. And you might see a really fit person or someone that's really in great shape. They might be so unhealthy up here that eventually the body is going to catch up with their mind. And for those of you that have maybe lived that a part of your life, you know what that means. And some of you that have had victories over that and had your mind catch up to where your healthy body has come to, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So healthy mind is maybe just as important, but also, again, is a glue piece connecting all the rest of your lifestyle pieces together. So just this week, here's just some things you can dive into and think about, or might provoke some thoughts on things you want to implement on your healthy mind. So, reading and listening to books, just expanding your mind, actually physically, by physically reading and engaging in information. Reading a book is great for your mind, not only because you're learning things, but it makes your mind progressive, in a progressive state. And when you're metabolizing, and I don't mean actually physically metabolizing, but when you're breaking down a book and taking it all in, just things start to go off in your mind and you're making progress on stuff that feels good. So actually physically expanding your actual healthy mind. So I recommend the Habits of Health. and tons of other books out there. If you need a recommendation, I've got tons. I know Laurie Anderson in this group reads books she devours books by the day. And just what's great about this is this might not be something that's for you. The average person, 50% of Americans after high school never read a book again in their life. So this might be a great thing to kind of explore, because I know that I'm definitely not a reader, but the more I've been encouraged to by the healthy community like this, I love it. I don't like to think about doing it, but once I'm doing it, I love it. So healthy mind, it's good on both sections. Exercise and getting active. We've talked about why it's physically important to the body, what it does for our metabolism, how it helps out our healthy eating, and how healthy eating goes into that correlation, and how sleep recaps all of that. But did you know that we get endorphins from exercising and you feel better? Just going out and exercising can get rid of so much stress, not just physically on your body, but mentally. It can just release all of those things. You can feel great from the endorphins you get. So again, exercise really helps your brain feel good. 3, setting goals for stuff you want to accomplish. And I mean this in every sense of the word. So not only for your health, because if you don't know where you want to go, how are you supposed to accomplish it? Any road will take you where you want to go if you don't know where you're going. So thinking about how to set goals and where you want. This is great, again, like I said, for your health, but any area in life. Where do you want to be a year from now? Do you want to be able to take a vacation? Do you want to have a project that you want to get done? Do you have a physical activity, goal that you want to do? Do you want to, there's millions of different things you can choose, but setting goals in part of a healthy mind is one of the most important things. So try setting it this year. Try setting it right now. Just for these 5 weeks, you're setting a goal and accomplishing. And when you accomplish things, your body produces a chemical called dopamine, and it makes you feel really good. So think about any time that you really just set out to accomplish something, even something small, and you feel really good once you got it done. Or when you have a to-do list and you just totally knock it out. Your body releases dopamine and it makes you feel good. So endorphins make you feel good from exercise. Dopamine makes you feel great from an accomplishment standpoint. So set goals, something. And this week, if you're not a goal setter, just try something small, something that doesn't even really matter. Make it your goal to do something and then knock it out of the park and notice how great you feel and then do more of that. Number 4 will be surround yourself with positive people. And if you're not surrounding yourself with positive people, this is probably, again, one of the most important things you can do for your healthy mind. Because the things that people say, you may know like their intentions at heart, but if they're just not happy people, the negative things they say, even if you might know how to put it in context, it gets into your head. And I'm not a big positive thinking guru guy. I don't really have a thought process on it either way, and really the Habits of Health really doesn't have a process on it either way. But being around the people you surround yourself are the people you become. So you are smack dab the middle of the 5 people you talk to, surround yourself, and communicate with most. So make sure they're with uplifting people and seek out uplifting people. I joked about it on Monday, but again, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Be around people that lift you up. Lift other people up. Make sure you're being a positive one of those 5 people to the people that are around you. And make sure that when we have another saying, it's called play above the line. And so when you're talking about things, when you're talking about, different things in life, make sure you're playing above the line, keeping a positive attitude on that, and only say things if they're positive. Because again, just other different things here is negativity drags down people. And if you're being negative, whether you know what you're wanting to get across or not, if you be the person that lights up a room when they walk in, not that lights up a room when they leave the room. So just thinking about that, again, this goes back to just being on purpose in your life. Notice that the people, or maybe yourself, if you're guilty at this, I know I've never been perfect in my life ever, is if you've ever been that kind of just negative Nancy, go back to that time of life. Were you in the midst of accomplishing something? Probably not. You were probably just squandering around, not having purpose, not moving towards the different things that we've mentioned. So again, going back to number 3, set goals and accomplish them. It'll make you much better person to the people around you, and put yourself around people that do those things. Number 5 is discover things that make you happy. If that hobbies category, if you don't have different activities, things that make you happy, make sure you start to think about that. Schedule time for that in your schedule. It could be something small, could be a couple of these things on the list. Just exercise, getting out for a hike, being around family. Figure out what matters most in your life and then do things that involve it and revolve your life around it. Number 6 is make time for spiritual time and reflection, whatever that might be for you. And then number 7 is just flat out get outside your comfort zone. Do something that scares you a little bit. When every time you do something that scares you, you feel good. And life was meant to be lived outside of your comfort zone. That's where the most fun things happen. So that's why I put it as tip number 7. Some of you guys, just for being in this group, are way outside your comfort zone. I want to congratulate you. So with that being said, these are the tips that I have for you guys this week. I'd love to hear down below what different things you've learned about yourself in the healthy mind category, or may have pushed yourself in since being mindful of it, and are really enjoying and noticing how it helps your overall health journey. So with that being said, let's have a solid weekend. Let's keep healthy mind at the top of our forefront. And I'm excited to hear the results, not only from what we accomplished in our health, but how healthy mind has affected your journey and is affecting your whole process as making this a core healthy habit. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great Friday. Looking forward to hearing your guys' thoughts down below.